Hello crafters, this is Sandra with Makerflo Crafts, and today we're going to be making UV resin pens using the Sublimation blanks. Here are some samples of ones I've already made, and we're going to go ahead and use the Sublimation blank for today. For this first design, we're going to use the white Sublimation pen chambers. We're going to do a light sanding, and then we're going to apply vinyl and a name decal directly to the pen. A simple light sanding will allow the UV resin to adhere as well as the vinyl. After sanding, do make sure you get all the dust off by using some rubbing alcohol and some type of lint-free material. Today I'm going to be using coffee filters. And go ahead and set this aside to let it dry for a second. When applying full wrap vinyl to pens, I find it easy to use a squeegee tool that has the bumps in the middle to hold your pen still. We're going to go ahead and wrap the full vinyl around. Once you get it started, you can start applying pressure from the center going outwards to help prevent any bubbles or ripples. When you're done, make sure you're edge to edge and no bubbles. On this basketball texture, we're going to go ahead and add an additional decal. It's going to say number 1 Dad. So using your favorite cutting machine, go ahead and cut your decal. Make sure to check where your seam is and go opposite side for your name decal. Line it up perfectly and apply generous pressure. Next, we're ready to move on to applying the UV resin. I'm going to grab my pen turner here. Slide the pen on there, nice and snug. Grab my glove and your favorite UV resin. Apply one thin coat, not quite edge to edge, and quickly rub, starting in the center, heading out. Once you've smoothed one side, you can go ahead and flip it over if you need a little bit more resin, and apply one more thin streak. Make sure to recap your UV resin and move it away from your light. When using a UV light, it's best to have some type of reflective material underneath it to help bounce the light back up. Here I'm using a simple disposable cookie sheet, but you could also use a piece of tin foil if that's what you have. I'm going to slide the pen in here and start the first 60 seconds. When your first 60 seconds is over, go ahead and carefully take the pen out, flip it over, and start the next 60 seconds. For the second pen, we're going to go ahead and do a light scuffing with the sandpaper as well, wipe it down with alcohol, and begin glittering using the UV resin. Let that dry for a second. So after light sanding and go ahead and clean it off, we're going to put it on our pen attachment. We're going to put a light layer of UV resin. After UV resin is on there, we're going to go ahead and apply Fairy Dust, which is a UV color changing glitter from Makerflo Crafts. And do a heavy sprinkling. We have a catch sheet, which we can put the extra glitter back into the jar. Go ahead and give it a good tap to get any extra glitter, loose glitter, to come off. And put it under the light. We're gonna go ahead and take the pen out and check it to make sure we have full coverage of the glitter the way we'd like it. And if we do, we'll go ahead and add the next layer of UV resin to seal in the glitter. This layer is not gonna be perfectly smooth as the UV resin soaks in between the layers of glitter. So really with this coat, we're just sealing the glitter in, and then over the next 2 to 3 coats, we'll get it smooth. So here are the finished products from today's tutorial. Here are a couple more that I made, also using the Sublimation chambers in the white finish. These are super quick and easy. Vinyl, some glitter, UV resin, and you're all done. Thank you for joining us today for the tutorial. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time at Makerflo Crafts.